Hi everyone, today we're comparing two Vogue magazines that have almost 40 years between them, but their covers have something shared. Is that where the similarities end, and what would you never see in Vogue today? But first, what would you never see in Vogue back then, in 1987? You would never see a woman wearing actual menswear. All of this might look androgynous today, but it was still created specifically for women, and with a woman in mind. This was Saint Laurent power suiting in 1987. And here is Doja Cat wearing a full look from the current Saint Laurent menswear collection. Interestingly, Vogue doesn't even mention that. It only says Saint Laurent by Anthony Vaccarello. And honestly, that small detail says a lot about the times we live in. If people like something today, they don't want to hear, oh, this is not for you. If I like it, then it is for me, period. What else would you never see in 1987? Try finding bare legs in this issue. Everyone is wearing nylons, at all times. Surprisingly, there was no such policy for bare butts and boobs, and this is something that almost disappeared from Vogue today. Even openly seductive poses gave way to much safer and more neutral ones. Not because the Western world suddenly became more modest, but because modern Vogue speaks to a global audience now. And when brands want to appeal to everyone from Los Angeles to Singapore, anything that feels too ambiguous usually gets softened or redacted. What else disappeared? Physical store addresses. Back then, luxury brands printed actual boutique locations in advertisement. The word boutique itself appeared almost as prominently as the brand name. Today, when most luxury sales happen online, advertising is much more focused on just its visual identity. No text clutter. And there's another detail we don't really get anymore. Look at these smaller lines of text next to the brand names. These were the fabric suppliers used to create the collection. Back then, this wasn't hidden at all. Luxury brands highlighted their creative partners because it reinforced the idea of craftsmanship and justified the price point. Today, supplier disclosure would be considered a corporate violation. Jewelry ads haven't changed that much since then. What mainly reveals the era are the technical methods behind the images. This ad, for example, was created using an old-school composing technique and was combined manually in the darkroom, piece by piece, to create this transition effect. That's how much patience image making required before Photoshop. As for cosmetics, Vogue US doesn't seem to have a beauty section anymore. But if you want to see what beauty imagery looked like in the middle 1980s, I already made a whole video about it. The link is in the description below. That's it for today. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, I have the whole playlist called Inside Fashion Magazines. And for now, I thank you for your time and attention, and I'll see you soon.